BBC Audio presents the Joe Orton radio drama collection, comprising 3 full-cast productions of his plays and sections of his diaries. In addition, we have Kenneth Williams, a good friend of Orton, discussing his life and work, and a piece looking at Joe Orton's life, how he championed sexual freedom, his work and his plays, including interviews with his sister, interviews with Orton himself, and art inspired by Orton's work. Joe Orton was among the towering geniuses of 1960s theatre. His life was tragically cut short in 1967, but he left behind him a handful of shocking and scabrous black comedies that will live on in the public imagination for years to come. Orton's career was kickstarted by the BBC, and in particular by John Tydeman. Tydeman, whilst working as a trainee at the BBC, discovered a manuscript by Orton which was due for the rejection pile, called A Boy Hairdresser. It was unlike anything he had ever read before, so he requested from his superiors that he be allowed to meet him. Orton turned up fresh out of prison, where he had written much of A Boy Hairdresser, for defacing library books. Tydeman was daunted by him. After the script's journey through the radio drama department, Tydeman then guided it through 3 revisions, and when Orton came in to discuss the final draft, now called The Ruffian on the Stair, he presented Tydeman with a new script. It was Entertaining Mr. Sloane. Tydeman was dazzled and helped Orton get his first literary agent. 8 weeks later, Entertaining Mr. Sloane was aired at the Arts Theatre in London. Tydeman and Orton remained friends the rest of their lives.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you. The career of the playwright Joe Orton was brief and brilliant. 5 years of work brought to an end 50 years ago this summer by a ferocious act of violence. He wrote only a handful of plays, and yet his style was so sharply distinctive that he joined that small group of writers whose name has become an adjective. If comedy is dark and disrespectful and has its knickers on the wrong way round, then we know we're in the presence of the Orton-esque. Tonight, we're bringing Joe Orton back home, not to his native city of Leicester, not to his flat in Islington, or to the gents' lavatories on the Holloway Road, but back to the 3rd programme. It was this station, the forerunner of BBC Radio 3, that gave the public its first chance to discover the dangerous charms of the Orton-esque. In August 1964, it broadcast The Ruffian on the Stair, which starred a promising young actor called Kenneth Cranham. Tonight you'll hear a production of that play, and during the interval, a promising old actor called Kenneth Cranham will share his memories of the man who wrote it. But this is a double bill. In the year of his death, Orton paired The Ruffian on the Stair with another work, The Erpingham Camp, a State of England farce that began life as a TV play. Both were rewritten for the stage of the Royal Court, and tonight revives that pairing. Here's another rarity about Orton. He created his own critic, a censorious lady who would clutch her pearls and write affronted letters to the press about his work. It's difficult to write and clutch your pearls at the same time. Here's an example of the kind of thing that she wrote. Sir, I was nauseated by this endless parade of mental and physical perversion. Today's young playwrights take it upon themselves to flaunt their contempt for ordinary, decent people. Signed, Mrs. Edna Wellthorpe. Well, here at the BBC, we take this sort of thing very seriously. So be reassured that this audience here at the Radio Theatre at Broadcasting House have been very carefully chosen. Can I just check, there are no ordinary decent people here, are there? No, I thought not. And now it's my delight to bring the actors onto the stage. And look, here they are, coming already. There's so many of them. The stage is crowded. But let me introduce you to Robert Daws, John Joe O'Neill, Perry Goodison, Samuel James, Charlie Clements, Sarah Ridgway, Tom Forrester, Sansha McCormack, and Simon Ludders, who are here to present to you the madness of the Erpingham Camp.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?